Your 20s bring change, confrontation, and transformation. Mine did in spades. Whether you follow a traditional path and go to university, then enter the workforce, or choose to strike out on your own as I did. The first decade of making your way in the world as an adult is often filled with confusion, anxiety, and fear. And just when it seems like you've figured it out, the quarter-life crisis hits, and it hits hard. Maybe you were driven to this book by your curiosity around how wealth is forged and fostered. You might be motivated by a profound ambition to compete at the highest level in your industry and dominate your profession, a fire that we share. Or maybe you've already created your legacy of success and wealth and are now seeking something different, something deeper. Since I was a little kid, I've been interested in building business. But if you've read my blog, listened to my podcast, or stumbled across me on the internet, you might know that as I've grown as a man, I've become most curious about the concept of building balance. Balance is the foundation on which our professional and personal aspirations meet. It's the magic equation that we are continually challenged to reevaluate and rework throughout our lives. At least, that's been the case for me. I believe all of the world's most impactful leaders and innovators share a few core qualities, which I would like you to keep in mind as you navigate the arc of this book. These qualities are not a secret, nor are they impossible to attain. In fact, quite the opposite. They're simple and achievable. An insatiable curiosity, an undying passion for what they do, a deeply embedded work ethic, and, in the case of the best ones, an unwavering moral compass. So, as you self-reflect with me, have the courage to question assumptions you hold about yourself and the world, and with the answers you find, build your best life. It's not an easy process, but I can tell you from experience, it's worth the work. The future of the world as we know it is more uncertain than ever and grows increasingly so for the generations that follow. A rapid pace of change for the millennial generation has become the new normal. Technological breakthroughs and revolutions only act as a catalyst to these massive changes. On top of this, we're now feeling the devastating effects of world tensions reaching their breaking point. The global rise of populism over the past decade, disintegrating trust in Western world leadership, and the dismantling of globalization have resulted in unprecedented cries for a solution to the great inequality that is rampant in the world. I am acutely aware that I'm one of the lucky ones. I was born in the safe, democratic country that is Canada. I was blessed with all of the basics of a good life: food on the table, shelter, and clean running water. But there are large groups of youth all around the world who no longer have the luxury of the notion that they'll glide through high school and college on cruise control, and their basic human needs will be met on the other side. Yet, despite the challenges, there are still opportunities to build a better future and rise above. How do we approach these escalating global problems and work together to seek solutions? It starts by not ignoring that there is a problem in the first place. We have to look this pain squarely in the face and hold empathy for the challenges each one of us is experiencing, some on a much larger scale than others. We can find ways to activate and engage innovative technology for the better, with the hopes of creating a better quality of life for all, and more equal opportunity for so much of the world population that has gone without in the past. Part of finding the balance is reframing our perspective. Instead of viewing these current conditions as challenges, we can look at them as our invitation to grow.